Om Namah Shivaya. My name is Akka, and I would love to share with you a yoga practice for those days where you feel a little bit tired, where you have a little bit more present on your low back, or if you would love to work over your hips a gentle way. I would also love to mention that, of course, we should practice a yoga oftenly as a preventive care for our body, right? So I encourage you to practice at least 3 days per week to keep the body in optimal condition. So there's no that special sensation on any part of the body. But yes, if it's a little bit there, you can use this practice to release. If you're new in the yoga practice, I also encourage you to go practice to the studio, because the yoga practice needs a guidance, someone who's experienced, someone who you see that it's in certain age and the body is totally healthy. It's an amazing yoga teacher, because the yoga practice, it's not a stretching, it's not an exercise, right? It's something quite more deeper. And at the beginnings, or even if you're already practicing many years, it's always helpful to have a guide through this practice, someone who can really bring the light. So set that. Let's place yourself in a comfortable sitting position, either over your heels, blocks, cross-leg position. Just that way that you can keep your back straight and body relaxed. Let's turn your palms facing up and just feel yourself for a little while. Do not rush to do anything. Just feel which is the sensation in this position and in this very moment. Observe the flow of the breath, feeling the pass of the air through your nostrils. Observe if there's some part of your body in tension. If it's so, let's release it while breathing out. And briefly feel your body from the bottom of your feet until the crown of your head. Take your time to pass sensation by sensation, embodying yourself completely with your presence and attention. Then gently bring your hands in Namaskar Mudra in the middle of the chest. We'll chant Om 3 times to open the space. With the exhalation, bend your head in direction of the heart. Release your hands and arms. And breathing in, gently incorporate your head and open your eyes. Let's invite yourself to come closer to the wall. We will working with the wall basically. And let's sit with your hip really close to the wall. Holding yourself with your hands. Let's invite one leg to go up and the other one. Keeping your knees bended, let's move yourself closer to the wall so your glutes are completely in touch. How you can do that? Hands behind you, so working with your hands You bringing your glutes one by one closer to the wall, or you can use your elbows, helping yourself coming closer with the elbows. Choose the way which is more suitable for you. Be aware that your hair, it's not bordering you. And let's extend your legs all the way over the wall. Your glutes are completely in touch with the wall. Your feet hip apart and you're resting over the middle part of your heels. You aware of your feet so they're not losing relaxed. They present, you keeping them in certain position but with no tension. You would like to have your chin pointing towards the chest. If while laying down your chin it's lifting towards the ceiling, you need to place a blanket or little cushion under your head. The way that the blanket or the cushion it's touching the upper part of your trapezius. And let's relax your arms in Shavasana. So slightly away from the body with your palms facing up. I invite you to keep your eyes open and just relax completely the body with an open eyes, with relaxed tone, so you can create a tiny place in between your legs. Let's release totally your body, letting your arms, hands and trunk to touch fully the Mother Earth, and letting your legs to touch fully the wall. Give yourself a few breaths here and pay attention to your breaths. Let's invite your exhalations to turn slow, gentle and full, letting the inhalations just to take place. Sometimes after a while having your legs this way, you can feel pressure in your head. If that happens, let's bring your feet together into Baddha Konasana, bringing your heels down and just rest. Of course, in any yoga practice, you should be aware of your conditions. If you, for example, have a sciatic, this is not a good position for you. So always ask some experienced teacher to advise which practice is the one more suitable to you. How long can you stay here? You can stay for a couple of minutes or 5 minutes. This position really helps to release the low back and relax all back, and also relax and rest your legs. In this position we also recharge with energy. So if you're tired and you need to recharge a bit, this is a lovely position. After some time, let's bring your feet together into Baddha Konasana, inviting your heels as close to the groin of your trunk as you can, of course, without forcing. And just relax. If the heels move slightly apart, let it happen. Release your legs. Again, release your arms. Feeling that different position over your body. Be aware in which parts you're able to feel any movement. Here you still releasing the low back, resting all the back, and you start to having a conversation with your hips, inviting them gently to open. You can keep your hands just as they are here in Shavasana, or you can bring your hands over your lower belly. This is a very good position in your moon period. It helps to relax and to open. So if you, in those blissful days, you can also help yourself to transcend through this position. How long can you stay here? Well, again, a couple of minutes, 3, 4, 5. Go progressively, right? Do not force yourself. If any position feels too intense after some time, release. Release and take your time to open the body. And as it's stable position, let's bring your attention again to your breath. Creating those slow, very gentle and full exhalations. Inviting the inhalation just to happen. Tongue is relaxed. Eyes open, or if you like, you can close them for a little while. But stay present in your position and in your breath. And slowly, let's start to moving your knees together. And let's extend your legs once again over the wall, keeping them hip apart. And relax completely, observing those sensations which awakes after this kind of position. And slowly start to opening, creating space in between your feet and legs. Coming into Upavishta Konasana. See that your legs are extended and your feet resting again over the middle part of the heel. So yes, the legs are relaxed, but not completely. You do not abandon your legs, so you don't let them fall. You keep your presence there. So you can open all the back line over your legs. And you can keep your hands over your lower belly. You can bring them in Shavasana. If you like, you can extend your arms gently above your head, keeping your hands shoulder apart, and you can relax here. Opening a little bit more your chest. Feel your shoulders relaxed. Feel your face relaxed, your tongue away from your teeth. And you just went as much as your body allowed you to go. And feel the position. If you feel that after some time the position turns more intense, so go less in that openness or release completely. If you feel that after some time it feels smooth and nice, just stay a little longer. Again, how long you can stay here? Couple of minutes, 3, 4, 5, depends. Body will tell you. You listen to yourself, but at least stay for 5, 6 breaths. Again, creating those gentle and slow exhalations, letting the inhalation just to take place. You can also invite your breath to flow into those parts of your body where you're creating movement. There where you opening, breathing in and out through those tissues. When the position turns too intense, you can always come back into Baddha Konasana, placing your feet together, or you can extend your legs over the wall, keeping them hip apart. This position still helps us to release the back and work over your hips. It's a little bit more intense here. Also helps to extend the back part of the legs, which increases the flexibility of your hamstring. To release, let's bring slowly one leg a little higher, the other leg a little higher, step by step, coming back to that gentle extension over the wall. Let's bring your arms down and just relax for a little while. Feel those sensations which awakes after this kind of practice. And step by step, let's bend your knees, placing your feet against the wall. And let's invite yourself to move away. 15-20 centimeters. Let's bring your feet slightly up, keeping your knees bended. And let's invite your left leg to cross over the right. While crossing the leg, keep the joint of your ankle completely free on the right side. Let's bring the foot in flex. And gently, let's regularize that position, bringing the right foot down. If the foot is able to move under the angle of 90 degrees, you should come a little closer to the wall. The right knee is pointing to your right shoulder, and both of your hips at the same level, and the sacrum zone in touch with the ground. And you bring the right foot as low as the body allows you. Here you're opening all the left side of your glute and work over the left side of your hip. And you can relax the rest of the body completely. You keep the shape of the position, so the left foot in flex, the left knee mobilizing gently away from your chest, and the right foot in touch with the wall, right knee pointing towards the shoulder, and you keep as you can the knee bended. Never go under the 90 degrees angle. How long can you stay here? Again, couple of minutes or more. At least give yourself 6 breaths here. Again, if you like, you can close your eyes, but keep yourself aware of the sensations of the body and of the flow of the breath. You can guide your breath again through those tissues you're mobilizing. After some time, to release the position, walk with the right foot over the wall. And let's invite the left leg to cross completely, bringing your knees closer towards the chest. Let's open your arms in a cross position with your hands under the line of your shoulders, palms facing up. And with the exhalation, let's bring your legs all the way down over the right side. Let's keep the left shoulder blade in touch with the ground. And let's move your knees as closer to your chest as possible. If your left shoulder blade lifts a lot, you need to place support under the right leg, supporting knee and the ankle as well. You can use blanket for that, bolster, or firm cushion if you have. If there is no cushion or any support under your head, let's turn your head to the left and just relax completely. Feel free to close your eyes and feel like with each exhalation you're able to introduce yourself into this position with calm, surrendering, releasing. How long can you stay here? At least 6 breaths, but if you like, you can stay longer, a minute or two. If the position feels too intense or turn into intensity, release, take a rest, give yourself time. Do not force yourself to stay in the position. To release, the head moves back to the center. Release the cross over your legs. Bring the left leg over the wall, the right leg over the wall, and step by step walk back to the center. Adjust your position. Now invite the right leg to cross over the left. Again, the right ankle is completely free. The left knee is pointing to the left shoulder. Then the foot of your right leg is in flex with no tension. And feel free to bring the left foot a little lower, never going lower than 90 degrees angle. Your sacrum is in touch with the ground, and you're inviting your right knee to move away from the chest. Going just as far as your body allows you to go. Yes, of course, we want to feel that opening sensation, this time on the right side of your glute, your pyramidal and your hip, but always just as much as you're able to hold. Let's bring your attention again over your breath. Embracing those full, gentle and long exhalations and observing how those natural inhalation just takes place. Staying as long in this position as you've been on the first side. If the position turns too intense, you can always release a little bit, moving the left foot higher on the wall. If you close your eyes, keep yourself present, watching your breath, feeling the position. To release, let's walk with the left foot a little higher. Then let's cross the right leg completely over the left. Let's bring your knees closer towards the chest, opening your arms in cross position with your hands under the line of your shoulders. Now with the exhalation, let's bring your legs with control all the way over the left side, keeping your knees as close to your chest as possible. If the right shoulder blade lifts, you already know that you have to support this time your left ankle and the left knee. If there is no cushion or other support under your head, let's turn your head to the right side. and relax completely. Feeling those sensations which await this position over your body. Observing in which parts of the body you feel that space creating sensation. Observing the flow of the breath. Inviting it, if you like, to flow through those tissues you work in. Energetically, you can guide your breath to any part of your organism. Staying just as long as you've been on the first side. And to release the position, the head moves first to the center. Let's release the cross of your legs, bringing the right foot over the wall, left one over the wall, step by step, walking back to the center. Let's adjust your body. And once again, let's bring your glutes completely in touch with the wall, extending your legs all the way up, keeping them hip apart. Arms in Shavasana. Just feel the position, feeling the sensation which awakes after releasing that position, observing the flow of the breath and feeling yourself for a little while. And slowly let's bring your feet in touch with the wall. Keeping your feet and knees together, let's open your arms in a cross position. And let's walk with your feet all the way down over the right side. Turning your head, if there is not cushion, over the left. Giving to your trunk this beautiful twist. You can keep your feet in touch with the wall. The wall helps you here to keep the position. Observing the flow of the breath. Again, if the left shoulder blade lifts here a lot, you need to place support under the knee and the ankle. How long you can stay here? A minute, two, but at least 6 breaths. To release the position, head moves back to the center. And let's walk with your feet over the wall back to the center. Your glutes in touch with the wall. Let's adjust the position if it's needed. Then walking over the wall with your feet. Let's bring your legs all the way down over the left side. Turning your head, if there is no cushion, to the right. Again, if the right shoulder blade lifts a lot, you need to place support under your ankle and knee. And just relax here completely. If you like, you can close your eyes, but always keep yourself in a present moment. Thanks to observation of your physical sensations, or thanks to the flow of the breath. staying just as long as you've been on the first side. Then to release, again the head moves first back to the center, then the feet walks all the way up. Let's extend your legs once again, adjusting your body, releasing completely and feeling once again those sensations present from the bottom of your feet until the crown of the head. While you arrive to the crown of the head with an open eyes, let's bring your feet in touch with the wall. Let's move slightly away and extending the right arm behind the head. Let's turn completely over the right side of the body. Using your right arm as a pillow, let's bring your knees close towards your chest. Let's give yourself a little while here. And turning your chest towards the ground with the help of your hands and arms, let's invite yourself in the position of fold, Vidalasana. Placing your hands with the palm fully open, just under your shoulders, knees under your hips, and your toes in touch with the ground. Heels also hip apart. Turn your elbows forward. And with the inhalation, if you're practicing during the morning time, gaze up. And while breathing out, gaze towards your navel, mobilizing your back. If you're practicing evening time, gaze forward. Depends on the time of your practice. Morning time, inhale, gaze up. Breathing out, gaze towards your navel. Evening time, gaze forward. With the inhalation and exhale, gaze towards your navel. Following the natural rhythm of your breath with no retentions. Feeling the flexibility of your spine. Let's give yourself at least 6 breaths here as well. If your knees feel the touch over the ground hard, you can always place unfold blanket under your knees to make the surface a little bit more softer. After the next exhalation, stay in the center, step by step. Come over your heels. If it's not possible, sit directly over the ground. Then let's bring your feet into Baddha Konasana. Inviting the muscles of your glutes back and to the side. If you like, if your knees are very high or your back it's rounding a lot, you can sit over 1 or 2 blankets. If the back is rounding while you're holding your feet, you can hold your legs a little higher to keep your spine extended, or you can use the belt, passing it under your feet, holding with your arms. If that's not needed, let's bring your hands over your feet, heels closer towards your glutes, and very gently mobilize your legs, feeling the sensation of freedom and mobility over your hips. Give yourself a few movements with gentleness. Step by step, go smaller and smaller. And release your legs. And let's invite yourself in that position you start today's practice. So you can feel if there is something different over your body. Let's close your eyes. Relax your thumb. Extend gently your spine. Placing your palms facing up. If you like, you can bring your fingers into Chin Mudra, joining your thumbs and index. Give yourself a little time to feel sensations of this very moment, your breath and the body from the bottom of the feet until the crown of the head. And while you arrive to the crown of the head, let's join your hands in Namaskar Mudra in the middle of the chest. We'll chant Om once to close the session with the intention to spread peace, love and light to oneself and to all the others. With the exhalation, bend your head in direction of the heart, feeling grateful for the very first thing which appears from there. And release your hands and arms. And with the inhalation, gently incorporate your head and open your eyes. Thank you very much for your practice. Wish you a blissful time. Om Namah Shivaya.